This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Centre, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing well. It's another day, another fresh perspective. So welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So the latest updates that we have for you guys is that South Africa is slated to bid to stage the 2027 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup. This would be the first time that the Women's World Cup would be hosted on the African continent. And of course, this would come 17 years after the men's hosted the tournament in 2010. It's a big deal for many reasons. And it's significant to Jamaica also for many reasons. As we know, the Reggae Girls, they had a friendly international against South Africa in 2019. And this was pivotal. This was important. This was crucial. This was important because of uniting of the two countries together, preparation towards the World Cup. And if you look at what was built for that friendly match a whole, the synergy, the chemistry right there, it speaks volumes for what is to come. Now, you may say, Simon, why are we having this conversation in 2022? The World Cup is not for another 5 years, and do we even know if Jamaica is going to qualify? Fair points, fair questions to be raised. No big deal then, not 2030, but 2027. 2027, South Africa will host the FIFA Women's World Cup. It will be a 32-team event, and in addition to it being a 32-team event, CONCACAF is expected to retain their 4 places and also have 2 intercontinental opportunities. So that is something that we can bear in mind. The National Executive Committee revealed that they would like to bring the World Cup to South Africa. And this would be quite a period of time for South Africa as they have the Rugby Sevens World Cup this year. Next year is going to be the Women's T20 World Cup. Next year is also the Netball World Cup. And of course, 4 years from then on, it would be the FIFA Women's World Cup. So they're pushing for it. There's also a joint bid from the Scandinavian team that is being considered. Netherlands, Belgium, Germany also launched a joint bid for the 2027 tournament. So it's something that is being considered. The United States has also considered a desire for 2027 or 2031. They haven't just penned down on that as yet if it will be 2027 or 2031, but it is something for us to really, really consider. So it's going to be a compelling one. And that is why it's something that we should really, really looking towards. We have to wait on the United States. We have to wait on the United States to see if they're going to put a bid forward for 2027. We have to. That's important. After the United States, if they're involved for the 2027 bid, then of course, Jamaica and CONCACAF would have to ensure that their allegiance is with that tournament. And why are we talking about the United States? Well, before his resignation, former US Soccer President Carlos Codera expressed an interest in the US hosting the tournament. However, it was not known where the current president, Cindy Parlow, could have stand in terms of the bid. So that's the situation at this point in time. And if it had been successful, as we know, the US would have co-hosted the 2026 tournament. This would be always, and also sandwiched in between the Olympics in 2028. So let's see what happens there. But sometime last year, the US Soccer said they were considering a bid for the 2031 tournament. So, but they also reinstated their plans for 2027 sometime in June. So, yeah. There could be a scheduling conflict, bearing in mind that the Rugby World Cup could be in the mix as well. So 2027, 2031 is still up in the air, but we're just going to have to wait and see if they're going to be able to put their best foot forward. So still have something to look about in terms of that perspective. But what we know for sure, South Africa, they have declared an interest, and they could very well host the 2027 FIFA tournament. We know 2023 is going to be hosted in Australia and New Zealand, and we still have to wait and see if the United States comes in the picture. As we know, if the United States are to come into the picture for the 2027 tournament, then of course CONCACAF would be on board with the United States. Why? Because the United States would not take part in qualifying, and this of course would mean that an additional spot would be there in the mix for CONCACAF. You take out the United States from that equation, you leave Canada, you leave Jamaica, you leave Mexico, Costa Rica, Trinidad, Panama, Haiti. You know what I'm saying? So if the United States puts a formal bid for 2027, then you can expect the voting of CONCACAF members to be with the teams slated from the, not Caribbean, but from CONCACAF by extension, Central American teams, Caribbean teams, and I'm sure that Canada and Mexico would support that bid as well. So that certainly would be great news from that front. Simon, this might be out topic, but can Paul Hall be the coach under 17 or under 20? I think he can in terms of his ability. Absolutely. If you're asking, do I think, KG, that it's possible? Personally, I don't think so. But if you're talking sheerly just on ability, then yes, Paul Hall certainly is the man where that is concerned. 110%. So I fully believe that is absolutely possible. So guys, there's more content to come throughout the course of the day, but for this video in particular, I wanted to highlight for you that South Africa has put their bid ahead for the 2027 tournament, and of course, this has an impact on Jamaica as well. If the United States comes into the picture, then of course Jamaica would of course be siding on the side of the South African team, of the United States team, if the United States comes into the picture. But if it is that the United States aren't bidding for 2027 and instead looking at 2031, then it might be a completely different picture. So that is where I stand in relation to this situation in particular. But I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say as well. So what I would like you to do is let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you think this may impact Jamaica moving forward. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. There's a lot more content to come, so I want you to stay tuned for that. I will be posting another video today about Jamaican overseas coaches and our history in relation to using overseas coaches, and if that has any impact on Coach Harmer Helgrimson. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget as well to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Center, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876 320 7711. That's 876 320 7711 or 876 351 1105. That's 876 351 1105.